Hello, my name is Rose Burrows. This is my first demonstration video for my LIS 519 youth programming class at Southern Mississippi. So for my first demonstration video, I am going to be showing you guys how to make paper roses. I've done a couple of examples already, just practicing, so here they are. And with that, I will get started. Some materials that I already have. I have a donated book, I have some scissors, a ruler, some toothpicks, and 2 types of glue. I've got stick glue and hot glue, and I also have a pencil. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so before starting this program, I'm going to say that whoever's leading it should prepare 3 sheets of square paper per rose, and so that's pretty much it. This program is intended for teens, tweens, and maybe some young adults or the community if they're interested. So the first step that you're going to want to do is to take 1 sheet of paper and you're going to fold it in half, and then a second time, and then a third time, and then you're going to do that 3 times over. So again, 1, 2, 3. These are already kind of pre-folded because this isn't my first take trying to do this video. So, and then again, 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so that was step 1. I guess step 2 as well, if you count doing all 3 of them together. And then after that, you're going to take your triangles, and on the connecting side, where this is, you see you've got all these little pages. On this connecting side, you're going to take your pencil and you're going to draw a semicircle right there, and then you're going to draw a little line at the tip as well. And these lines are going to be where you're going to cut the petals or flowers out, and you want them all to be connected. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and I'm going to start cutting these out. I have already drawn on the rest of them already. You can kind of see that just to kind of prepare for doing this video. And with that, give me 1 moment. Okay, so once you have cut those out, you've cut off the tip, the little ice cream cone there. What the next step is you're gonna start cutting out 1 petal from each of these flowers. On the first flower, you're gonna cut off 1 petal. The second flower, 2 petals. The third flower, 3 petals. I'm gonna pause and do that now. For the next step, I think this is step 4 or 5, you're going to take your glue stick and you're going to glue on one side of the flower petal, and then probably on the inside, and then you're gonna take that and match it up with the other petal. This is gonna kind of make a little cone shape, or a little more of a 3-dimensional flower, and you're gonna do this for the rest of them. You're gonna be gluing one side to the next and making that kind of 3D cone. For the one that's inside, I would recommend curling it with the toothpick. That's what we use them for, and then putting glue on the inner side and folding around, and like that. That way you get kind of a nice spiral like that in the center. I'm gonna pause and do that now. Okay, so step 5 was to take the glue stick and to paste, the petals onto each other. Now that we've done that, we've got our little 3D flowers. You can take a toothpick that we have here, and you can kind of curl over the sides from the top of the petal, over, and pull back up, and that will create a sort of lip. And I've done it on a few others here, so that's what it's going to look like. And then steps, okay, so that might have been step 5 or 6. That was step 6. Step 7 is going to be taking a hot glue gun and piecing it all together. You can cut off the end of the rose that might stick out like this, and then put it on a little pad of paper, and you should get something like this. I'm going to finish this one and I will show you what it looks like in just a second. So this is our rose after I've just hot glued all of the pieces, largest to smallest, together. There's this little tip that we're going to cut off and then put it onto a pad of paper. Okay, once you have hot glued it onto the pad of paper, it can stand up like this, and you have made a paper rose.